Howdy, y'all. Welcome to part 33. While we're getting up there, down in a, I'm actually, this is kind of how bored I am today. I'm doing achievements. I've never done these in Minecraft. Swear to God. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go through these. Well, one of the ones I need right now is I have to mine a diamond with a iron pick. Um, Man, I don't even think I use iron very long. I mean, not modded. I mean, once I get up to the point where, I get a diamond, I'm getting a turtle or something going, so I don't have to hand mine. Now, this is something I was trying out earlier, just because I wanted to see how well it worked. Really for vanilla, not for modded. But this is a beacon. If you have never seen one before. I've got it set to haste 2. Now, this requires a efficiency 5 pickaxe for this to really work. If you have efficiency 4, it doesn't seem to work. But you can just see just how quick this just tears apart here. And it does work in vanilla. Let me shovel for all this. And it's pretty neat. I mean, it's not quarrying, but and I can imagine in vanilla, using just like regular diamond tools, even enchanted with unbreaking, man, you're gonna go through some picks quick because this is done in relatively short time. I mean, you can just see how fast you just tear through this stuff. And I think I've found like maybe since I'm looking for them, I can't find any diamonds. Of course. I think that's the way things work. When you want something, there's actually code in the game. That says, no, you can't have that. So I'm going to keep doing this. This is probably going to be kind of a piecemeal sort of video. As stuff comes to me, I'm just going to slap it up on here. I don't have any real projects planned for this one. So when I come up with something else to do, or I start doing something else, or if I start working on maybe on another achievement. Right now what I'm doing is I'm just looking for a diamond. So I'm going to cut here and we'll be back in a sec. Okay, I pop back over to the base. As soon as I finish the previous cut, and I keep mining a little bit, and not finding diamonds. I said, you know what? I wonder if it counts because I've got all this iron ore back at the base. If I mine one of these, now I know it's not, technically mining, but will the game be able to tell? So, nope. Okay, so we got achievement get diamonds. So, pretty cool. All right, we're going to cut again. And welcome back. I know that was just a shortcut for you. It's been over a day for me. If we go in and look real quick at our achievements, we managed to knock them all out, with the exception of one on a rail. That's traveled by minecart at least 1 kilometer, I guess, from where you started. That is the only one that was really a challenge. Now, most of this stuff, I have done, but you have to have one unlocked in order to get it. And, I think I started this world with a starter chest, so I never actually made a wooden pick, so I didn't have that. And then since I didn't unlock that, a lot of this stuff didn't get unlocked. But since then, of course, we have everything. When pigs fly was a little bit of a pain. Getting the pig in a saddle is not a big part. The first time I used a carrot and a stick, the pig ate it or something, so it disappeared. And then he just wouldn't move. And then I put him back into a golden lasso and dropped him out again and led him with the, didn't get on him right away, just led him around with the carrot and the stick, and then until he started following me. And then I jumped on and I was able to walk him right off a cliff. So it doesn't have to be a very high one. You don't have to be so high that you'll kill him or anything. What other one was difficult? Defeat the Ender Dragon. All you have to do on that one is go into the end, which you're going to do anyways, and then jump through the portal, and the return portal, and then you'll get the defeat the Ender Dragon. This one was actually a pain in the butt. Return to sender. I've done that probably 100 times in the Nether, And boy, I just could not get it when I needed it. I mean, I had to eventually get up like right in a gas face and knock it right back in there as soon as you shut it out. Overkill, not too bad. Just get yourself a strength potion. You'll get that. But now I'm working on a rail. Travel by minecart there. So I figured I'd make a track all the way over from my base. You can see it is 919 meters, I guess, from our base over to the mine area, and I've run track over here. We're almost done with this. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, because I didn't just want to just lay out track just to get the if I'm going to do this, you know. So you know, I've added supports. I've got you'll see it when we actually go through or go to get this achievement that you know, it's a long way, you know. It really is, darn it. So laying all the track takes a while, and then you know, I've never done really worked with the rails, to be honest. I've never really messed with them because I pretty much only do modded Minecraft, so there's always better ways to get around than track. You know, track is pretty slow. It is kind of nice, though, honestly, now having tried to track out a few times to just kind of sit in there and watch the scenery go by, and you don't have to worry about, you know, you don't have to hold down the key. You just stop in the cart and go. So we're almost done with this. Now, it's not completely finished. I mean, I've got the starting points, but I haven't, like, done any cleaning up on the where it starts. And then over here, if you can kind of tell when you're at 1 kilometer, because this will disappear at 1,000. So like, I know it is about right here somewhere. Okay, so I just passed it. So like right there is 999. So from there, just one block is 1,000, but I don't want it like right in the middle of all this stuff. So I'm going to run it over to here and put the finishing platform about right there. So that's where the finishing platform will be. So I'm going to cut again and finish building this out, and then we'll show the entire thing. You can see there's detector rails and then powered rails. So when the cart comes along, because I didn't want to put like redstone all along here. The only place I have don't have these is there's one hill that I went over instead of through, and for some reason these don't work on the diagonal. So as you're going uphill, the detector rail doesn't power these. Because what'll happen is your minecart will come over here. This, as soon as it hits this, it powers these rails, and it'll keep moving you along. And there's one on each side, so when you make the return trip, it'll also power them going back that way. All right, pretty cool, huh? This has been. I caught up on a lot of videos. There's not not a YouTuber on my subscription list that I have not caught up on all their videos over the last day or so of putting this together. So it goes way, like I said, it's really over 1,000 blocks, because I got to make this turn here, because if not, I would go right through the laser drill tower, and I didn't want to do that either. So I just veered it off, got it over here to the side, and then it'll pass over. As soon as we come in, we'll pass over the mining camp here, and then so you'll kind of get a shot of that, and then you'll come over here, and this will be the debarkation, or the mining station will be right here. And then I've got to figure out whether I'm going to do stairs or like an elevator or what to get down from the platforms. So, and then once we get all that done, well, I may just get the achievement beforehand, then just finish up the stations later. But yeah, I was gonna do all this and then just tear it all back down. that's why I've done all this. So we're gonna cut, and I'll be back when I get the rail line actually finished. See you in just a sec. All right, we're back. Finished up the track. It now comes all the way over here. It should be at 1,000. Should be over 1,000. So we should now be able to get the achievement of on a rail. All right. I have not finished the terminal tower at the main base yet, but what we did over here is we kind of built it in the similar tower. You know, I mean, that's the style for this season. So, so what you're gonna do is take your cart. I may set up like cart dispensers, so you can just come over here and click a button to get a cart, and then when you come back, you can drop it off, and it'll go right back into the dispenser. That'll be later. Of course, I want to clean this up a little bit, put some benches, some greenery in here, you know, make it look like a little train station. But what I want to do now is go and try to get the achievement. Okay, so we're going to hop in. We're going to click the button, and off we go. So it's a little bit of a trek. The cool thing is, like I said, you can kind of, you know, we don't have a lot of, we didn't have extra biomes or anything, so pretty much the only ones that I've run into so far are the taiga biomes, which in, you know, 164 are still snowy, desert, and then, of course, plains. Well, I've got a couple of jungles, but, you know, I don't think I've seen any extreme hills yet. No, that's not. Oh, I got a little swamp not too far from the house. That's where I got my witch mob at. It took me forever to get one of those things in a safari ball. Oh, you notice I've switched kind of the tools that I'm using. Down here I'm using the infused stuff, with the exception of the axe. The axe I like because it has a kind of an area effect, but when I was digging this tunnel we're about to go through right here, you know, I was running out of power. So I'm like, what else we got? And I noticed these are unbreakable, you know, from the get-go. They're a little hard to make because you do need this one. I think this one takes 6 of the higher essence, the extreme essence. They all take extreme essence, but luckily we've got that farm just running over there, and I've got tons of that stuff, so it's no big deal to make them. I do also have a master infusion stone, so I don't have to keep changing out stones to do that. The master stone takes the extreme essence stone and then 8 diamond or emerald essence surrounding it, and then you get the master infusion stone. But starting to lag a little bit coming into the base, so we should be getting it here. There we go, and I think that's all of them. Okay, let me get out of the. There we go. Give me the cart. Okay, so there we go. I think that's all the achievements now. Does it open anything else up? Does it add anything? Nothing? Really? I figured it would unlock. Oh, wait, what's over here? Sorry, it just happened. I don't know what that is. I didn't see that one before. Is that one new? Okay, well, new one on there. So that's cool. But that's our little rail thing. Of course, I want to clean this one up, make it look like that tower over there. Add the elevator so we can just pop up here. I know we can fly, but I always like to give the alternative to be able to get up to the buildings and stuff, even if you don't have flight, because you never know. I mean, that mod may come with a bug or something. You gotta get rid of it. So I always try to design anything I do so you have an alternative way of getting up there. Now what this one is just elevators, so I'd probably be screwed if the elevators and flight were somehow to disappear. But yeah, I want to finish that up, and then I'm gonna go figure out what Zoinks is. So I'm gonna complete that station and then figure out what Zoinks is, and we'll be back. Okay, back after the cut. Finished up the train station on this side. Partied it up a little bit. And man, I've done some searching online for Zoinks. All kinds of crap comes up, but nothing about an achievement. So, plus if you look on the Minecraft wiki for achievements, not only is Zoinks not on there, there's achievements on there like kill a wither, beaconator, getting a beacon, make a full-size beacon. Okay, just real quick while we're here, look around. Just added some potted plants, add a little bench so you come over here and chill out while you're waiting for your train. Of course, you don't have to wait for a train here because this is a single-player game. So if it was multiplayer, we'd have to do all kinds of other stuff to make sure that trains are not on the track at the same time. A little bit harder and without like railcraft and stuff because they don't have all those signals and whatnot, but it's definitely doable. I've seen people do it before. I have never done it, but I know it can be done. But again, back to Zoinks. Wow, absolutely no information on that. It's pretty good, right? I mean, it matches everything else. No information on that. I checked the FTB forums, FTB wiki, Minecraft wiki, just did a general search, did, search for YouTube videos on achievements, and nothing on Zoinks. So, if anybody out there knows what Zoinks is, hey, let me know. I'd really appreciate knowing what Zoinks is. Because, I mean, we've got everything that's on here currently done, except for Zoinks. I did Zoinks, and I did Zoinks, sorry, it just happened, achievements, everything, and I could not find anything on it. So if anybody's got Zoinks and knows what it is, put it down in the comments for me. That would certainly help me out a ton, so I can kind of figure out what this thing is supposed to do. It's annoying. It's very annoying. Put some of this crap away I don't need anymore. Garbage. We'll throw that in there, throw that in there, throw that in there. The rest of the stuff we can trash. Trash that, trash that, trash that, trash that. Clean up all our mess here. I did some other updates. I'm over in the desert area. I moved the chest from the back to the front so you can more easily access it. Let me toss a couple of these in here. And I'm see all this stuff right here, the cinnabar. I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with this stuff. Now, what this does is if you use it with an induction smelter, it gives you 3 and 100% chance of a second thing. So what I may do to get rid of some of that is hook up an induction smelter over in our processing area. Of course, we get so much from that up there right now. How many diamonds do you think I've got? It's been a few episodes since we did that. So I think we're at 3,000 something maybe when it, that's in Minecraft time. That's probably maybe 10 hours really. 8,800 diamonds. Yeah. What are we on emeralds? 6,700. This one was a little low. I guess this one is more rare, so I did put some green filters on one of them. 55,000 lapis. Oh my god. Quartz is a little bit more rare. What do we got? 24,000 copper, 21,000 tin, 14,000 gold. Yeah, we're not hurting for any of the ores. Oh my god, 11,000 ferrous. Tons and tons of resources. I'm just so glad it doesn't give us cobblestone or stone, because that would be worse. Oh, and then redstone. I was getting so much glowstone that I had it start processing the glowstone, because the miner gives you ores. It does not give you like if you were mining it, it's going to give you a chunk of glowstone. So I was starting to get too much of that, so I had to start processing it. So it's pulverizing it and putting it in here. The redstone, the same thing. That's where we're getting all this cinnabar. This comes from pulverizing redstone ore. So we got 57,000 of that. I was starting to outgrow the barrels. So same thing with iron. I didn't want to keep having to upgrade them. This one will be next pretty soon. It'll be going to a deep storage also. It's just, it's not that it's a resource intensive to upgrade the barrels, but for instance, you're going to put a barrel down and that's 64 stacks, okay? And then you can put, I don't even know if you can upgrade this one. And then you have to upgrade it with an iron one, and this gives you 3 slots, so you can put like one of these storage upgrades, which gives you, as you see on there, 192 extra stacks, okay? And then you gotta go gold, and you can't just come on here and slap a diamond one. You have to go in order, so you have to make this one, you have to make this one. Now, thank God, it's a lot easier. They did an update very early on in the pack, and it's a lot easier to make these now. So then you have to put that one on, and then again you have to start adding the upgrades, and then they're limited how many of these storage upgrades you can put on by the level that you have on there. If that makes any sense, you have to have this one to give you the slots to put in the upgrades, and then the upgrades are what really gives you the extra capacity. So they're kind of they're okay early game, but if you have the resources, definitely make the deep storage units much better. Just a lot easier to use. The only downside is they don't label, and as far as I know, they just come out as stacks. Yeah, I can't ever seem to get it to just come out one at a time. And if you shift and then click, it just fills up your inventory, which sometimes is handy if you're moving bulk stuff around. But see, it just gives you a stack every time. There's no way, you can't use the mouse wheel, at least not in this version. So there's pluses and minuses. These are, no fuss, no muss. You just fill them up. These are a little bit more of a pain in the butt because, as they get full, as you start growing and you have more and more resources, you have to keep upgrading these. So it's more of a little bit more time consuming to get those done. But luckily the resources other than like metal are things like pistons and what is it, a piston? It's mostly wood. Most of it's wood. I think each upgrade is 2 pistons and a barrel, and the barrel is just wood planks and then wood blocks. So not really expensive. Alrighty, guys. I think we're just about to the end of it. I had a lot of fun doing these achievements. I wish that all the ones that were on there were on the wiki were on here, and I'd really like to know what this Zoinks is. Like I said, if you guys know, please drop put something down in the comments and let me know, because you're a better web searcher than I am. I couldn't find anything on that. I don't know if it's added by another mod, because the only other mod that's on here that has see, this is ridiculous. I've crafted so many Lincoln books that should be highlighted. And there's none on here, but yeah, the Mistcraft's the only other one that's on here. But yeah, these were kind of fun, just kind of getting them done, because you do have to go in order. Sniper duel, that one's so funny trying to get the right range. I killed probably 10 skeletons before I got the range right to get the sniper duel. Pretty cool. Zoinks, guys, don't forget, drop a comment if you know what Zoinks is. Don't forget to hit that like button. It sure helps me out. Gets me on the watch pages of folks that are, watching Minecraft stuff. If you have not subscribed, that's really the best way to know when I do put out a new video. because it'll show up on your subscription page when I do it, so you can be one of the first ones to see it. Guys, I'm going to head on out and go do some real life stuff. So until next time, I will see y'all later.